Hey, good morning, lovelies. How are you today? So, it's not about hate, it's always about hurt. So many of you know by now the premise to my work is hurt people hurt people. And I'm sure, like me, you do not want to experience hurt yourself, but also the deflection, the projection of somebody else is hurt. It's never about hate, it's always about hurt. So, a really short invitation for us all today. If we're experiencing any kind of what I call unlovely in our lives from another person or an outside experience, by all means, yes, understand that it will say more about them than it does about you. But let's not abdicate full responsibility here. So for us to experience less hurt from other people and less hurt in the world in general, it's about us hurting less ourselves. So to stop self-hating and to start self-loving or loving thyself. And my invitation for all of us today is when we go about our day, where could we look at where we might be hurting? And the very best way to understand where we might be hurting is when you experience what I call low vibe, an unlovely vibe. Because when you are feeling in a low state, you can bet your bottom dollar it's because your thought process is off and unlovely. So when you are thinking low vibe thoughts, your body will experience the same. They're intrinsically linked, but equally it will mean that you are in your head, in your own story, rather than in your heart, in your pureness, in your uniqueness, where you are pure love. So my invitation for us today is, where can you recognize where you might just be feeling a little bit unlovely? Or even perhaps if you have projected that unloveliness into the world, onto somebody else, where could you make amends? Where could you recognize that? Either apologize. Don't beat yourself up. It's not about self-deprecating and being unkind to self and beating yourself up over it. Become aware of where you hurt, where that's affecting your behavior and how you project that to the outside world. Because as I say, if we want to experience more loveliness in the outside world, then it begins with self. Where could you have a look at where your vibe might be low, where maybe you could change your thought process from being in your head and in your story to dropping into being in your heart? And what could you do to make amends, but also to readjust that alignment for yourself? One of the very best ways that has worked for me now for a few years is I ask myself the question, what's the most loving thing I could do for myself right now? Give it a try. And if you struggle with the word love, what's the most kind thing I could do for myself right now? And then act on what intuitively comes to you. God bless, my lovelies. As ever, any thoughts or questions and sharings are insights for us all. Catch you soon. Bye for now.